welcome to the darkness. This is the Dark Shadow Math Flows back at you again with one more video. Today we're talking about Blade, and the new Blade reboot that's been in talks of being in the works for Netflix. If you guys are familiar with Netflix Daredevil, the show is amazing. I'm glad it's getting to season 2, but after the first episode, I didn't think there was ever gonna be any doubt that it was gonna get another season. So yeah, that's gonna get another season 2. The Punisher is now entering the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's already been cast as Shane of The Walking Dead. So I think he's gonna pull it off. I'm only familiar with his role in that TV series, but I think he's gonna pull off a great Frank Castle. Now, I'm making this video to see who you guys think would be the best Blade for live action Blade for putting him back into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, of course, you have everybody who wants Wesley Snipes to reprise the role. And in my opinion, we can no longer have the Wesley Snipes version of Blade. We just throw that out the window. I'm one of those guys in this point. You know, people be like, oh, well, Heath Ledger is the best Joker and Jack Nicholson's the best Joker. Well, even considering that camp, my favorite Joker is still Mark Hamill from Batman the Animated Series, but that's another thing. You know, that's a whole nother situation. Blade, Wesley Snipes, he's the best version of that kind of Blade. It wasn't really comic book accurate as far as him being from London, and he should have had a British accent. Yeah, and so that's why I would, if Idris Elba was younger, he would have made the perfect Blade. But he might be past that time to play the type of Blade that MCU was looking for. So maybe a little bit younger actor. But he would have been perfect, in my opinion, for a more comic book accurate type of Blade, because that's the only Blade I can see us needing. Wesley Snipes, he nailed that performance out the park. So I'm not even looking for another version of that kind of Blade. If anything, I want the older version of that version of Blade that they made like a cinematic reboot. But for the Netflix television show, I think we should go for an actor it can at least play a British accent, preferably one who has one, so it sounds more natural. The only person that comes to mind would be John Boyega. I'm not familiar. So he'd be the guy playing Finn in the new Star Wars movie. I've only seen his material from Attack the Block. That was a really awesome movie. He did an awesome job in that. Wasn't really action orientated, so I don't know how his kung fu prowess or his martial arts prowess will come into play for the part of Blade. But acting wise, yeah, he's got that down based solely off of that performance. That's not a problem. And of course, I know there's gonna be people looking for Michael Jai White to be Blade, because Michael Jai White should be every character, which you can't really blame people, because he looks like he has a physique of a comic book character, like somebody drew this guy, and he also takes on different muscle depending on the role as well. So if you've seen Michael Jai White in Tyler Perry movies, he has different type of muscle than he has in if he's playing a boss. In that Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, or if he's playing one of his own personal solo characters Black Dynamite, or roles like that. If you look at all of those, they're all different kind of muscular physiques, and he's an awesome actor in that aspect. And yeah, I believe he could pull off a Blade. He'd even really come close to pulling off a Wesley Snipes version of Blade. Honestly, I think he can pull that one off even. But yeah, people are like, yeah, Michael Jai White should play Blade. He should play Black Panther. He should play Luke Cage. He should play every brown-skinned Marvel or DC superhero. He should play Bronze Tiger, which I did agree with, and then he got stuck on Arrow. I'm not a huge fan of Arrow, by the way. I'd rather actually watch Batman than CW's version of Batman. And to be fair, Daredevil is the best Batman we had to date. That's another video for another day. But I'll go ahead and give you the title. Daredevil and Blade both make better Batman than actual DC's Batman, as far as the name goes. So moving on. one thing I am hoping for the Blade as far as costume design goes, I'm not looking for like the old like 80s style or whatever, however long, 70s, whenever long ago these images were made. I'm not looking for that kind of costume style, but maybe something that harkens to it, since the pimped out trench coat and swords and guns and all that, like from the Wesley Snipes version of Blade, that will look cool. But I wouldn't mind seeing something different. What we got around here? Something more like this outfit. It's simple. It looks like he means business. That look cool. Or even something like this. As long as it's not like a bald-headed man with a goatee. I hate that design because it's been done to death. It's like, oh, you got a brown-skinned superhero? Oh, let's shave his head and give him a goatee for like every single character. I never want to see that design on another character for the rest of my life. On any new characters especially. But that's another video for another story. Some people already pointed out these type of things. Ryosuke Realms, Strident, shout out to them. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Blade reboot. John Boyega is the best person to fit the role, in my opinion, during modern day times. Don't give him a bald head and goatee. Just like people when they had that little Nikki comb over, that was popular for a while. It's actually still popular in some places. It was like, really, where did this come from? Anyway, that's just me. Let me know what you guys think. Step into the light.